Yes. Come on, go ahead and share that thing. Yes. Oh, I should have plugged the thing into my phone. Michael, you got to plug with yours. Hey, y'all. Hey, I wish I'm jamming. Y'all listen on the tower, y'all can hear what we're jamming. Hey. Tonight.
I have to go Facebook Live, y'all. Go to my Facebook. Go to Facebook Live. I can't hold my phone.
So y'all tune in. Hey, everybody. Come on. I need you to go ahead and share. Hey, Kevin. Go ahead and share it. Hey, April. Go ahead and share it.
I don't know how. Tell me how.
And I was yelling. No wonder. Hey, Brad. I need y'all to go ahead and share. You share this space. Yeah, she gonna sing. I need y'all to share. Let me see you share. Let me see you share. We're about to get started in about 3 minutes, I think. We're just getting some production things done right now. But I need y'all to go ahead and share. Hey, April. Hey. Yes. Hey, King. Y'all stay on it because we're talking some good stuff today. We're going to definitely talk about what's going on in the news. That's great. Yes, of course, the beautiful Tamika Scott from State is with. Thank you for sharing. I'm talking about is in the building. She's co-hosting with me today. We're gonna have a good time. It's a girls' night on here tonight, baby. We ain't playing no games, okay? So all your questions, talk food. What food stuff? Oh, y'all want me? Oh, I am. Thank you. I am going to talk about that. About the women dating for food. Oh, we're going to talk about that. Women dating for food.
Oh my God.
So we will definitely talk. Thank you for reminding. I had
food. Women dating for food.
So I had a great live about that. So,
yeah, that's something that should be in the agreement.
Right. So there's a statistic that came out that said 30% of the women are only dating for food. So we're going to talk about that. Thank you. That's a good one. We'll definitely talk about that. Yep, you need to come on. I love you guys. Come on, just share. If anybody who shares can definitely have an opportunity to come sit with me. So just go ahead and share the stream, okay? I thank you guys for
tuning in. I gotta get braids right. Okay. Go ahead, talk.
So we want you to definitely be sharing. We're gonna be getting this party started. Hey, everybody on Power, how y'all doing? Thank you for tuning in. Yes, we're back. I'm back for a while. All right.
Tonight I'm not trying to be home alone.
Oh, they can.
All night at the club.
Do I go
we got
live with you? What do we do? Talk to me.
The stress that I had is gone. Yeah.
I want to go live.
Okay.
I share. Okay. What people
okay, we won't work too hard. Just look at you share. I didn't see you share, Kingdom. I need y'all to share. That's what I'm talking about. I appreciate you tuning in. And make sure when we're talking that you guys you are tuning in and also your questions and your comments. I may not see them all, but yes, for sure.
We'll reset you at the break, okay? Tamika?
I am.
Yes, I'm ready. I stay ready.
Okay. Yes. You gotta get ready when you stay ready. I'm gonna have a career by the time.
Tina Turner.
Okay, by the time this stuff gonna have a
Tina Turner vibe going on.
Career, child. They're gonna be like, girl, we didn't know. Like, nope, me either.
Someone wants to tell you something.
No, you gotta pull that mic up a little bit still.
No, I gotta pull the mic up.
Put it in your face.
Oh, in your mouth? What? There. How about that? Is that better?
Can you say things like that?
No, they be trying to censor me around this BI.
Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. I got a little excited over here.
You know, somebody about to go to bed after 9:10, honey. I'm gonna go terrible around these pieces. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Oh, thank you. Hey, everybody that's tuning in right now, go ahead and share. Tamika's waving at y'all. Go ahead and share, honey. We're going to have to bust a move and a song and a groove and a whole bunch of stuff. Share. Hey, Renata. I'm ready. What's up, everybody? Welcome to It's T Marie Radio Show right here on Power 108.9. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today is Wednesday, and every hump day from 8 to 10, we bring this. We back. Okay, so I tried to be gone without Q, but Q has decided to become international, and I'm like, Q, I can't not have a show just because you ain't here, okay? I got to do something. So I called up my girl, to Tamika Scott, the beautiful Tamika Scott. Hey, I was like, can you please come sit in with me? I'm about to be all by myself. She's like, I got you. So we're in the building, everybody. Y'all give it up for Tamika Scott. Woo! Thank you so much for coming and sitting in with me.
Thank you for allowing me to be here.
Child, always my pleasure. I
Girl.
appreciate it. We're going to talk today.
Yes, we are.
We're going to have a good time today. We got Sharonda J from Love and Hip Hop. She's opened up a salon with, what's the boy name? Young Jock.
Yeah.
I think it's me. Y'all know how
Young
it is.
Jock.
You think
You know the dance?
Yeah. Going down. She's opened a salon and she's doing a couple of things. So she's going to be here on the show today. And we're just going to do a whole bunch of stuff. We're going to talk some relationship stuff.
Oh.
I got to, and this is the favorite time too, because Tamika's here. So last time when we got into some relationship stuff, she got deep and dirty. So this is the perfect time. We did cute, but we're gonna talk girl talk today. We're gonna
girl
give
talk.
it to them real raw, okay? In a woman's
I like the way that sounds.
Yeah, raw.
Like raw vegetables.
Oh, I thought you meant like raw.
No.
Oh, so no raw like that.
Behavior.
Okay. You know they got the new thins now. What they call it? Ultra, almost nothing or
Girl, that
something.
stuff don't work. You don't
So,
feel that.
I know you're supposed to wear that's the lie. What is it?
I ain't wore rubber in 30 years.
The fact that you said rubber is an intimate fact that we know you ain't worn a condom in 30 years. Nobody
It's okay to role play with your girl, with your wife. It's okay to
Nobody
role play.
says rubber
Try one. Let's
anymore.
role play tonight. Your box of condoms.
Shit, see how that turned out.
Right.
She gonna be like, what
Like,
you
who the hell these for?
You know we don't get down like
Receipt
this.
and keep the box closed. Don't open it till you get home.
That's gonna be a real problem in the building. Ain't nobody even talking about that. And then I want to discuss. I had a question to come about that came across me today: celibacy. There was a guy who decided that he is just going to be celibate from this point on. He felt like he needs to be more spiritually connected or mentally connected, and the only way to do that, sex had got to the point where it was just nothing, and he thought being celibate was it. So I want to know how many people would think they should be celibate.
Well, I know for a fact that women are celibate for 7 days out of the month.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break, come back, talk a little R. Kelly, and then we're gonna
5 to
talk.
7
Yeah,
days,
do the
give and
question.
take.
Right.
So we know how to. We know how to. It's easy for us now.
But and then they think I want to talk about the fact that they think you're still supposed to do stuff during that time. We come back. Take a break. It's T Marie Radio Show. We're in the building with Tamika Scott. We'll be right back, guys. Keep like Power 108.9. Hey guys, thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all share, you get a cookie.
A cookie.
Yeah. That's all I got to give money. I ain't got enough dollars. Okay, you get $1. All right, I don't know what else to give.
Am I sweating? Am I oily? Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, maybe feel like I'm Beyonce over here on stage.
It's gonna be blowing in my mic, I think.
I don't hear anything. I mean, I don't hear mine.
Mine right behind my.
I don't hear the fan.
Okay.
Feel
Late.
My kids swear I sing about everything.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and apologize now because everything's a song.
I need you right here.
I'm right, and I'm on right here.
here.
Well, you keep dropping shit. What you want me to do?
Put it directly
In the mouth. There, how about that?
I got a
Directly
pill.
on your
Is
mouth.
that is this
We got a pill over here.
better? Is this better? Is this better? Okay. Yes. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Hello. Thank you. Hey, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? We're back. Yeah, we're back. Mm-hmm. Too bad y'all can't hear what's going on this mic, though. But if you go on power, you can hear it. Hey, we're back. I like when Tamika comes get music, singing and stuff. Hey.
You singing over there too. Sound like Tina Turner.
I'm gonna have a record by the time
You
this
got
stuff.
little Tina
I'm
Turner
telling you.
vibe, for real.
They're gonna let me sing someone one time, and it's gonna be a problem. I promise you. Y'all, welcome back to Team Marie Radio Show right here on Power 8.9. Thank you guys for tuning in. Always, every Wednesday. It's gonna be not every other. We done put Q on the plane, and whenever he come back, he'll be back. But we'll be here every Wednesday from 8 to 10, doing it again and again and again. And if I had to call Tamika back and she's there, I'm like, hey girl, Q gone again. But we're gonna do barbecue and meal do, huh? We're gonna do. So we're back. I wanted to talk a little bit. I don't have a lot that's going on in the headlines. The main thing I keep seeing over and over and over again is R. Kelly. So again, he's been arrested for real this time.
He's locked up. They won't let him out. No,
and I don't
they
know
won't
why.
give him bail.
They going to jail. Niggas going to jail. This time I think they got the
Golly.
real stuff on them. They had all those other little tapes and stuff beforehand, but it's some new stuff that has come about, and they have locked him up and they have given him no bail.
No bail
And then he's saying that he doesn't have the money
for the bail.
for the bail. That's what he's saying. But now also the girls that they've been showing up on videos lately talking about they weren't being held captive.
Okay.
And now the song is they don't have the money anymore because the guy whoever had the money was paying them in cash and he's disappeared. So now Trump, that Trump Tower stay on end real fast.
Yes, girl.
They're gonna get an eviction notice. It's gonna be something else. They're gonna get a quick eviction notice and they're gonna be out. Let's see if they sing the same song when they don't have no money coming from R. Kelly. It's gonna be a different tune. So I'm interested to see how this is gonna turn out. You think they got enough this time, or they made sure they did their due diligence to make sure they keep
Sparkle's niece refused to testify against him in 2008.
right?
But now she's cooperating with the prosecutors.
Seriously,
Yeah. She's
that's gonna be a game changer though. So how old would she be right about now, Michael? What you think?
I went to Doug High, so they cheated on our tests.
cannot.
So the math is
It's gonna be messed up.
4 carry the 2, 6, 16, 4. Come back to me after the break.
I will, but she's older now, so maybe she's made some decisions and have thought about some things, or maybe a little check came across her table. I don't know, to make her want to be like, what, this time I got something to say, because I think from what we were told before, he paid the mom and the family off, and that kept her off the stands. But this time,
Now that he's broke,
right,
he's on the stand,
right.
Okay.
I just wonder how though her waiting so long is going to affect her credibility, because she
Right.
didn't show up the first time. Then people are going to start thinking, well, why come this time? All of a sudden you come back. What's up with that? So I just wonder how that's going to play out. But this time I think they made sure they had some stuff that was going to stick.
Yeah, it's just so sad, unfortunate for his kids.
Right.
Like, I feel for his kids. I can imagine, my kids going through this.
Right.
The scrutiny, the things they're going to hear at school from their friends, from neighbors, from the church. Like, just to be in their shoes right now is not a good thing.
And this is over again. They're getting a replay, because you have to remember they've gone through this before with the first trial and all the first stuff. And then he alienated himself from them and the family. And so their relationship with him is kind of rough. And the part about it is for them to still have the remnants of that, not having a relationship with him, but still having to deal with the stuff that he's
all over
doing.
again, yeah.
That's going to be, it's going to affect them really.
But one
a whole
thing,
lot.
they have a strong mama.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yes, they have a strong mama, so they'll be fine.
So we're going to continue to watch and see how this play out and see what happens more with doggone R. Kelly. But
Hey, Jermaine Dupri was in the news too, and he said that.
Oh Lord, whose story he done stole now? No, I just play. Who music he giving away to the? Let me
to the
stop.
people now. That's why I
is
love
he-
having her on the right.
Why is he in the news?
What
Right
he done
now?
He's
done?
in the news because he's got 3 new Escape albums. He's gonna release all on Friday. All the ones that make the cut.
Right. Well, there we go.
Now, Jermaine was criticized about his comments about female rappers,
Right.
and how female rappers aren't lyrical, and all they talk about is ass and the bag
Right.
and all of that kind of stuff. And there's other female rappers that chipped in. It's hold up.
Right. So in lieu of that, he decided to do a challenge. I think that have some real rappers, or what he says as female rappers, come out and do a challenge and try to get some new artists. But let's talk about that a little bit. What do you think as far as how the female rappers are coming across now? Are they really lyrically inclined, or is it really just all about ass, titty, sex, whatever? What is it really about when it comes to what's selling for them?
Let's just be real, okay? My daughter, Young Naya, she raps.
Mhm.
She's a lyricist.
Right.
There are a couple of times where I had to tell her like a year ago,
Mhm.
tone it down. They're not going to understand you. You're going to confuse them. Give them something they can dance to. Give them
Right.
something they can bop to. But she always said, Mama, no, I'm not going to water down my talent because
Right.
this is who I am. She don't talk about popping that coochie. She don't talk about how good this is. She talk about real life situations.
Right.
I go follow official Young
Yes.
Naya on Instagram.
Yeah.
If you want some good, she is a lyricist. And there are a lot of lyricists out here that are good.
Yeah.
But what do the audience want?
Right. So
Not that they can't it's not that they can't give you what they're saying they can't do.
right.
It's what you will purchase.
Right. And so I guess now, because that's what it seems as if everybody is buying, but
Mhm.
could that be because that's what everybody is getting? Like if there's some more people come out with real lyrics, you think that our women and
They
men
want to
would start-
get it.
why do we do ourselves
Prime
like that?
example, the beautiful young lady that was on the rap game, Miss Mulatto.
Okay, right.
Her first, when she did come out doing lyrical things,
Right.
nobody liked it. Now she got a song out talking about her coochie,
And now
and
everybody
it is like number one.
right.
So it's like it's what the audience want. That's crazy.
and that don't make sense.
It
Like
doesn't, but that doesn't mean that she can't rap.
right. It just means that
She's
she's doing
giving
what
them
to sell
what they want.
Right.
Yeah, and that's what Cardi B said too. She said that record she did with Bruno Mars,
Mhm.
it didn't do any numbers, but as soon as
Wow.
she do a song about her pussy,
Yeah.
and everybody wanted to
Oh, can you
stream
say
it down.
that? Can you say?
We bleep
Yeah,
it.
you can.
We believe
No
the child.
dumb butt.
No doubt.
And, and last headline for y'all tonight: Kevin Spacey, aka Frank Underwood from the House of Cards, to the guy who messed up the final season of House of Cards. You know, and fired Frank Underwood, Kevin Spacey.
Right.
All the charges have been dropped.
Why? Why did his charges get dropped?
Because the story was inconsistent.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is, if you're a fan of House of Cards, oh boy, messed up the final season of House of Cards.
Because of this.
Yes,
Well,
they fired Kevin Spacey because of it.
and he really didn't do it, or they
They
didn't
dropped the
have
charges.
Didn't Kevin pay him though? They didn't get a check from Kevin or something. I'm just saying
Well,
that
it was
what I-
dismissed.
right. And I heard it got it's too late now. They don't fire you.
It don't. They
Cards,
messed up
right?
House of Cards.
It sounds like that's what you really mad about. You ain't really know that he not guilty. It sounds like House of Cards is really what the problem is around.
That's like to me
It
too.
sounds like to me. When we come back, you guys, more with It's T Marie Radio Show, and the beautiful Sharona J is in the building. Let's have this conversation. It's T Marie Radio right here with Tamika Scott. Keep it locked. Power 108.9.
Lay my hair down. Take just a minute.
Hello.
And breathe out. It's been a long week. All work, no play, and no sleep. Tonight I'm gonna do the weekend in a minute song. Tonight I'm not trying to be home alone. Just freshen up, popped out the tub. Ladies free all night at the club. Feeling real good, I'm not gonna home. Any little stress that I had to go.
Okay.
And we gon' get it into the party tonight, it's the night,
Oh, there.
tonight.
Yeah.
Come I am gonna celebrate tonight, it's the night. Tonight I'm letting go. In my life, I'm in control.
Okay, no, I'm good. I can
This one night,
but it's good you did like this. So.
people
I'll
may
actually look
hate
there.
on me.
But I'm not good with stuff like this.
I don't
I'm the worst.
care.
Well,
People may talk about me. I don't care. Tonight is the night. Nothing else matters. Tonight is the night.
tell me.
More
Anything
than
specific we talked about? Anything you want to address? I am going to ask you some questions.
Tonight I'm not trying to be
But yeah, tell
home
me what
alone. Just freshen up, pop the tub. Ladies free all night at the club.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
Any little stress that I had is gone. Yeah, and we gon' get it into the party. Tonight, it's the night. Can't no drama come away. Tonight I'm gonna celebrate. Tonight, Tonight I'm letting go. It's my life, I'm in control. I can feel the magic in the air.
Instagram came. I
tonight.
had to get off of Instagram.
Oh,
Okay.
It's just something about this moment that feels so right.
That's good.
Oh,
Talk about all that. What
I can feel the magic in the air tonight.
What was I thinking?
Mm-hmm.
It's just something.
That's what you don't like. I don't care. No, you don't. You like it. I got a good one. I'm so excited about my EP.
And I do.
I'm thinking about the wine. Unless you know.
It's my life for me. Can't no trouble come my way. Tonight I'm gonna celebrate. Tonight I'm ready.
Yeah, we ready.
Go ahead. What else?
Let me make sure I got this mic up, child. I hate to get in trouble.
It's another song.
I sure hate y'all don't get to hear the soundtrack, but if y'all go on Power 108.9, you will get to hear the soundtrack. What was I thinking, baby? Oh, I have to ask myself all the time.
Girl.
Hey, we back. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning back in. It's T Marie Radio Show right here. Power 108.9. My beautiful boo, Tamika Scott in the building, sitting in with me for Q. We love you. We know you in flight somewhere, but we still gonna keep doing this
Q
thing.
somewhere snoring in his seat.
Honey, right. Supposed to be feeding somebody, somewhere telling somebody, you need to sit down, okay? Okay. Get your shit together. You can't do that, Q. You can't do that, all right? You can't do that. But in the building, we have this beautiful lady who's doing quite a few things, and she got some new things under her belt. You probably know her from Love and Hip Hop. I got a question to ask her that doesn't tie into it, but a little bit. But you guys give it up for the official Sharonda official. She already corrected me because I said her name
That's
real
right.
wrong.
That's right. Say it right.
So I had to get it right. So everybody give it up. Sharonda official, everybody. Hi, Sharonda.
Hi.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Oh. You know,
I'm so shy.
you're gonna talk like Michelle all day.
Michelle
all day. Because honey, I'm not gonna be able to have no conversation with you if this is how we talking. I'm gonna need you to pull that mic up on your mouth
More
so we can talk.
close.
Yes.
It seems like it's too close.
I'm sure your personality is bigger than that, boy. I know you can talk. You
It
ain't
really
shy.
is. It really is.
So how you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Thank you for coming on the show. So we're gonna talk about a couple of things. Love and hip hop. We're gonna talk about that. But I want to go ahead and start off about you have an event that's coming up, right?
I do.
Well, let's talk who you are, what you've been doing, and why people need to be checking for you the way they already have been.
I'm Sharonda Official. I am a celebrity stylist. I currently have Salon Echelon with reality star Young Jock. I have a clothing boutique online. I've been online for about 7 years. It's a Rivante boutique. I freelance wardrobe styling.
So you
So I just do fashion and hair. That's what I do, and I love music.
Fashion
Very
and hair.
important to the culture.
Right, and that ties together too.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a stylist.
Yeah, so-
I could dress you, and
And do your hair.
I could hook Tamika up. She's doing a solo project.
Right, right.
Hey, let's do it.
That's what I'm talking about,
I'm on
girl.
point when it comes to these clothes. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, that's nice. So how long you been doing it?
Styling?
Yeah.
Ooh, a hairstyle?
Both.
I've been a stylist for about 17 years.
Okay.
Wow.
And I've been doing wardrobe probably about 12,
Okay.
maybe
how
a little
did-
bit longer.
How did you time together though? What made you be like, you know what? I need to do this and this.
Well, I went to fashion school
Okay.
and I started freelancing, like doing short films and music videos and stuff like that. And then I was still doing hair.
Right.
Like I was trying to do that full time and not do hair, but like we was discussing,
Yeah.
it's kind of like it just kind of kept going. So I mean, it's kind of like a hustle. Somebody calling you, be like, let me just go get money right quick. Because I was in school full time.
Right.
Like I graduated 2004 for fashion, and it was I
Wow.
just kept doing hair, so I wound up doing both. So then I would get called to do hair, but then I'm like, who they doing for fashion? And I used to be like, well, dang, I gotta pick one because you
Right.
can't be doing both. I done did my celebrities
Really?
and groups and I
Okay.
done them. I do have a resume
Right.
for the ones who don't
Better,
know.
better let them know you got a resume.
Resume.
But so you go back now. You back into the hair scene.
Right.
How did it draw you back to that?
Okay, so leading up to today, I actually was trying to go get a job at the airline.
Okay. Q.
So I was already doing jock hair.
Okay.
And they contacted me because we had to go do the Stevie J show.
Okay.
What we know that's not on anymore.
Right.
So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this job interview, but it was a group interview.
Right.
You don't know if you're gonna get it. And it's for
Right.
the airline. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go get this job and I'm travel along the way, find my husband along the way, get me a store,
Okay.
get me a store in a city that need actual fashion
Right.
where I can really style somebody, but they don't have much fat. Like that's what I was thinking. When
Okay.
they got me to do that, I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'm gonna get the job. Let me just. So Deuces called and I just went back.
Wow.
And then I'm showing this, and someone came a year later.
And just like
It's just that simple.
that simple.
Yeah.
That's dope right there.
It was just that simple. After we went viral from the hairstyle that I
Right.
did, because I was
Right.
the stylist who did. I did the hairstyle.
You're responsible.
I did it.
So this is responsible for Young Jock style now. Who came up with it? You or him?
He did.
And what did he say? Sharonda.
I want the part on the side.
So he was specific.
Not the part on the side, the part on this side.
Girl.
Tamika,
He was real specific.
your boy.
Right.
Look, part on the side over a little bit. Like I'm like the president. Like how the president.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, because that's how I
President.
thought about it. And I was like, is your hair long enough? I didn't know him. I wasn't a fan. I wasn't even following him. I did watch him on Love Hip Hop because that's when I used to watch it a lot.
Right.
But I kind of like stopped watching it, whatever. I wasn't even following him. I didn't even know him. So I had got the call from the homie Montana and where I was working at his salon at the time. And he's like, Jock want his hair done. I was like, he wanted Jock done.
Right.
But the style that he said he wanted, I did not judge him.
You were just like, I'm going to do it.
I was like, what you want? Partner side over like that. I said, okay. I was like, is your hair long enough? That
Right.
was my question.
Right.
And I said, when you want it done? And he said, today. I was off work. Actually, when they called me, I was driving. So I was like, all right, when you want them? He said, I could be on my way. Within like an hour or whatever. It wasn't some last minute shit anyway.
Right.
So I was like, okay. I went, we did it, and that's what it was. It was just,
Wow.
that's the style. It went viral. So what happened was a lot of things started happening for him. His followers went up
Right,
crazy.
right.
His bookings went crazy because he
Right.
was on the show.
Right.
But I'm just going to be all the way 100 with y'all. It ain't going to be no flexing. But the way he popping now, I'm giving him his props. He's popping now.
That
Okay.
was you.
But yeah.
That was you.
All me.
So
I'm
let's
getting
be
credit for
clear.
all that.
Right.
He
Let's
was
be
not
clear.
popping
He
before I
was
did his hair.
popping cost of Sharonda. Come on now.
Come on, that's what people
Take
need to
your
know.
credit, girl. You
I mean,
deserve
I'm
that bow. You
saying.
take
No,
that.
these are real facts. And I think he will tell you that, but not kind of like that. He got to kind of like say it in a
Right,
way
in a
where it
different
makes
way, yeah.
sense for him. But
Right. But guess why you popping?
I'm see y'all.
Y'all don't know how
Why
to
do
do
I
it.
see his hair doing this?
Right. Real facts. That's the truth. I'm telling you, that is crazy.
It's going down.
So now after the Dern show, after that, now y'all together. So we're gonna come back and talk about how y'all together. Not like Sharon, not
like that. She shaking her head like
right. You see how she broke me off? Not like that. Now that let's see how together. So right here, I want to now you got that.
I can take it off now. Oh, this like a break.
You're like, no, not like that.
Why you get on the radio and say, we talking about? I ain't say nothing. It was insinuating.
Right.
oh, he listening.
Oh,
Probably so.
I don't know.
Probably. Can I drink this water?
That's the hairstyle I did.
Where? Oh yeah. Not the TMB cut. That's not because he started wearing braids later. That's it. That
One
was
at a time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's you right
So he wanted that.
That's
I
all
he knew
that.
exactly what he wanted.
It was rocking. He wore it for a whole year straight. I was doing his hair like twice a week. I couldn't even get nothing done what I had to get done. No, I'm serious. My
Wow.
schedule got a bit crazy.
Jack is something else.
A mess, Tamika. You know. Look, I said, you know.
I know.
All this stuff was awful.
But it kind of goes at that time. It kind of went with his style. Well, kind of like today too. Still, it kind of worked with his swag. Kind of like. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think it kind of to me it created it. It really kind of
Right.
created a
Nobody
different
was a
cared
attitude.
before. We didn't care
Yeah,
how
yeah.
his hair was.
We really
I
did.
can't even remember
Exactly.
what his hair was until you did that. After
Right.
that, we were like,
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
How
I
did you-
didn't see what was he gonna wear
Right.
next. Like, I was gonna be next.
Like,
Yeah.
really, it created
It
it.
really it took off of him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
ain't really
did.
nothing happened for me.
Yeah.
A few followers, but not like he had like
Wow.
400, 500 the next day. It was going
Oh
crazy.
yeah, because
Yeah,
everybody
it's
was
all
like, what made you and how did you?" And you really put a different spin on, even though we're not back from this interview, but we did. You put a different spin on his image.
I did.
And
That
everybody-
is true.
no,
Like people that
seriously.
know that should admit that and not be being no hater, because that's the truth.
Yeah.
We talking about the truth.
Right.
And he know it. I mean, he know it. He know it. It's a
That's
whole
what
nother
people was
level.
telling me, and I'm like, I didn't I?
So you,
But I was saying that being
Right,
modest.
right.
I wasn't saying like I did.
I did. I bought you back, son.
No, I wasn't saying
I
that.
know.
I was like, I didn't I? I was like, they really wasn't
I don't
checking for
remember.
him.
All I remember the dance. I can't tell you.
Oh wow.
what kind
Okay.
of hairstyle he was until then.
Until
Right.
then, exactly. 2
That
minutes.
made him be
All right.
way more. Is that going? My phone? Oh, because I can't see like I couldn't see like the other day. It should go. It should.
A beer we can drink.
Yeah. Okay. Usually we have a little moonshine, some wine. We ain't got nothing.
Give me a shot. No. Oh,
What
damn,
else you got?
Shot,
You-
shot,
oh,
shot,
usually
shot,
you-
shot, shot.
We ain't got moonshine. Go on and pop a
I
bottle.
got some moonshine.
I got none.
Drink moonshine.
Yeah.
I got some moonshine for you to try.
All right. That's
Wait,
it. I'm
so
ready.
So you want? Okay, look, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm dead serious. You are the one with the voice, right?
We ain't live, right? Yep. Live.
No.
You got any more?
No, it's one that
What's
be
that?
blowing the whole roof out. Which one is that?
I'll swipe it. Just get it.
That's
What
my
color you got?
That's my sister.
Oh, you just being modest.
Really?
Michael.
I didn't want my sister be the one going to church.
Michael.
I mean,
What flavor
all
you
of
got
us
right
can
there?
sing, but my sister.
I know, but
doing all the runs
I
and
know
stuff.
all y'all can sing, but between you and your sister be going.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I don't know if it's both of y'all, but I know it's your sister because she was signed to Slip and Slide, right?
Yeah, my sister. That was Sasha.
I remember.
Yeah, yep.
And you to me,
Just get that water.
I guess it's both of y'all. Then.
Get that water.
I guess it's both
I
of
got
y'all.
you.
Yeah, get that
Right,
watermelon.
Yeah, it was either one of y'all or both of y'all. I remember that.
Yeah, get that watermelon. We're gonna pop a swig.
Watermelon. That's what you were showing me.
We're gonna pop a swig.
I have something for you. I have something for you. I wish I could call my guy right now, but he all the way down.
We can pop this shine.
What is? Oh, that's
Nah,
vodka.
what's the name?
I know it's moonshine on swig.
Moonshine.
Oh, this is just
Moonshine.
that's another just watermelon.
Don't drink it then. If you don't, it's good, but yeah.
I'm be.
Oh,
Go ahead and get a swig. We're gonna get a swig of this.
you got
Yeah, we
you
back.
have to try that Wild
Yeah.
Creek.
Oh,
Wild
okay.
Creek. It is so good. And
Okay.
different.
It's not like a vodka.
Oh, it's a moonshine. It's smooth. You want a swig? Just a little swig. Give us a little swig.
Slow. Yeah, drink it slow. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm my own fan. You need to borrow it.
Oh,
They say the moonshine get you bent.
Yes, ma'am.
That little bit not gonna really.
No, you good. That little. Moonshine is the real deal, baby. They was making moonshine when liquor was illegal.
Right, that's the real deal back in the day, right?
Ma'am.
Alcoholics drink. No, ma'am.
all right.
What is doing? It's going.
This mine.
Mine. That's the rest of yours.
This it. I can't. You's a selfish.
No, ma'am.
No, quick.
Here you go. All right. All right. We about to be back, y'all. We're so busy to sell water around.
Thank you.
Yep.
My husband would thank you later
About that part.
on the way home.
About that part. All right.
I still feel like
Oh, we sorry, y'all.
I know.
We had a different type of break. Okay, y'all ready? Okay, go ahead and share. We had a different type of break. Okay, we're ready. Yeah, we back. Hey. Only part I know about this is the beginning. When she say, "I'm in the club."
Tiny gonna get you. You like, I wish she said
Right, what she
that.
say, right? Hey,
y'all did this over.
Hey,
Y'all did
what's
this
up?
over.
Okay, I don't know
This
all
is
the
new to
lyrics.
me.
Come on, Dada.
Who was this?
Tiny
Voice.
Yeah. Come on, y'all.
Happy
sing it.
birthday, girl. She just had a birthday too.
Uh-oh. You gotta sing the part to Nick.
Shawty, you can't handle this. I'm the girl girl.
Hey,
We love you.
hey.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
You're gonna come and get it. Hey, all the girls in the club. What's up? What's up? What's up? We back, y'all. It's the Radio Show right here on 518.9. Y'all don't know how we get down up in this piece, but we get down up in this piece. We're in the building with Tamika Scott and the beautiful Sharonda Official. And I'm gonna tell you why I know she's official, because honestly, she gave Jock that thing. So she is definitely official. You own that. Yeah, you own that. She official. That thing.
Facts. Y'all
That thing. Not that, not that thing. Not that thing. So let's talk about y'all new relationship. That's not really a relationship. You know, people like tea. So I'm saying, they like, girl, what they doing? Let's talk about what y'all doing together, though. You want to talk what y'all doing together?
Running a business.
Yes, see, come on. Now, did we talk about these cues before you came back, Sharonda? Come on now.
Look, I was lit, got tired.
So let's talk about the salon and how that came together.
Okay, so after I did his hair, maybe I say maybe about he wore it for a whole year, probably a year after that.
Okay.
Like right after that. And I guess it's like let's just start looking for some because I didn't ask for it.
Oh wow.
I didn't ask for it.
So he asked you.
Well, it was kind of like what I liked it. It just
Okay.
kind of happened. And when I tell you it was a green light the whole way, it was a green light the
Yes, it
whole
was.
way. A lot of times when you looking at places and credit and applications and all this stuff, it was crazy how stuff
Just
was
fell in
just
place.
it was going like this. It was absolutely no roadblocks
Wow.
when I tell you.
Wow.
So I'm like, oh, this is meant to be. This is like
Yep.
my best friend. We cool. We got a good relationship. We understand each other.
Right.
Everything was going great.
Okay.
Green light all the way. No bumps in the road. None.
I love it.
We only looked at two places.
What was it?
The first one we didn't go with that one only because it didn't have no parking. So when I called him, I was like, "Well, there's a space over here. We can see it." But like I said, he was like, "We could just go and get this line." I was like, "Okay," because I still was trying to get on with the airline.
Right. You still
Because I'm
trying to
still
fly.
emailing them, lying and shit. I'm all like, "Well, can I reapply? Can
Right.
I?" They're like, "Yeah, you can reapply in 6 months." I'm like, "No, can I just do the
Right now.
application just because I was supposed to come, but emergency came up. I'm still trying to figure. I'm like, I could just come back and forth to Atlanta and do my celebrity clients, do his hair, whatever." And that wasn't working. I'm like, man, forget it, whatever. I went back, came back. The very next day, the production sent for me to come back.
Wow.
Because he was like, if they don't send for you to come back, I'll send for you to come back. Because they
Wow.
talking about somebody else gonna have to do my hair. I said, no, we ain't doing that. Ain't nobody else doing your hair. That's
So
what the
that
girl
was
said.
it.
I don't want to have nobody else do his hair. I said, Jock was on the other line, the producer was on one line because I had just landed out of town. I said, oh no, we're not done. He said, nah, don't even worry about it. We ain't doing that. If they don't tell them what you want, if they don't want to send for you to come back, I'll send for you to come back.
Wow.
I said, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it was just like that, and I said,
love
okay, I'm just coming back because he was my client, and I could not let that go.
Right.
Like after I did something so major,
Right.
Yes, you did.
I
You
knew
wasn't
it
letting
was
nobody
gonna
else
be something
write
great for me. It had to be something great
Yeah.
for me. How
Right.
you gonna just not
Because somebody else is going to follow on your signature
Girl.
design that's already there.
right?
That was
Right,
was
because
going
they
to
had
happen.
already did it, and then they would have been on the Stevie
Right.
J show with him,
Right.
and then
Right.
next thing you know, he probably would have liked them, kept calling them, but he was kind of loyal,
Right.
so. He
gotta
wasn't
love that.
really
That's-
letting
She
nobody
that's
said,
else-
rare.
he was kind of
Right.
loyal.
Well, that's rare.
He wasn't-
That's rare now.
Yeah, he wasn't letting nobody else do
That's
it.
dope.
It was like, no, he wasn't really trying to do that.
So,
and if somebody
the
else, I
hairstyle.
did it.
You are the
right.
originator.
Of the
Yes, ma'am.
hairstyle.
Let's be clear, everybody.
Yes.
She's the original. No matter who else do it, you did it.
Sharonda Fish.
That's right.
So what's the
Sharonda
name of the
Fish.
salon?
It's Salon
And where's it
Echelon,
located?
2997 Cumberland Boulevard. We right across the street from Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh.
In that plaza right there.
Okay.
Because when you say that, they know it. Oh, I know
Okay.
exactly.
Right. Okay.
Because they know what Chuck E. Cheese. That's
Right.
the only one in Cobb County. So you say Chuck E. Cheese, they know where it's at.
And you have an event coming up, right?
And then so we got an event is a media mixer at the
Mhm.
salon. Okay, so we're having that to generate actually media
Mhm.
and more clients
Right.
because we had a fire.
Right. Oh, okay.
So we had a fire, and some people still think we closed. Like we were shut
Uh,
down for about 6 weeks.
okay.
That's a lot.
Okay. That is
It
a long
was
time.
it was like a major. I would say
Mhm.
a major. I ain't even gonna
Mm.
say no minus. It was a major setback,
Okay.
like because it's beautiful in there,
Okay.
and it was a lot of money invested into that
Oh,
salon.
gosh.
It
So were y'all
was
able to
horrible.
to get things back up? The way
Yeah,
y'all wanted?
it's back
Okay.
open now, but it's still some people that don't know
That
we're
don't know
back
it.
open.
So that's why you have the event. So you can let
So we
everybody
having
know.
that just
right.
media, photographers, videographers, special celebrity
Okay.
guests to come by. It's only from 4 to 7.
Okay.
Food, drinks, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of generate that
4 to
blog.
7,
Go out,
that's
everybody
enough
know.
time. That's
Yeah,
enough.
actually, I wanted it to be 4 to 6, but I was advised 4 to 7.
4 to 7, yes.
Y'all
Right,
know
right,
our
right.
people gonna get there at 5.
Right.
Right. So it kind of went like that. So getting the salon, yeah, so got the other spot and we got it. And it was crazy because I couldn't understand how the owner of Plaza, he waited for us. I'm gonna tell you, it was some weird shit
No,
going
that was God. It wasn't weird. That was a
on.
setup.
Jack was out of
That was the
town.
setup.
He was
God,
like, man,
yeah,
just go
that's
ahead
the
and just
setup.
sign my name.
That's
Like
the
they were
setup.
like that. Go ahead and just sign my name.
Wow.
I tried to do it. The man was like, no, but it doesn't match. Then you think a owner of Plaza, wealthy Caucasian man, would have been like, they're
Let me tell you something.
they're African Americans.
Mm-mm,
We
mm-mm.
ain't gonna do that because they doing stuff.
Uh-oh.
I said he's out of town, but he'll be back. So I'm just trying to prolong it to get them in. Anyway, make a long story short, he was like, "That's fine. When
'Cause you
he
was
get
about to
back in
make a long
town,
story
let me
long.
know, and then we could just do what we do." As
Uh,
soon as he got back, called him. I said, "Okay, he's back." He was like, "Just go ahead and submit everything now."
that was dope.
He was out of town for 2 weeks. He said 8 to 10 people was calling on the same location a week. 8 to 10 people was calling on the same location a week. And it was crazy because the girl who had the salon before, she seen papers in the window. So she wanted them. She
wanted
came
it
back.
back?
No, she didn't want it back. She just was riding in the parking lot. She kept riding around
Trying to
because
see what.
she wanted to see who got it.
Wow.
What was going on.
What
So
was
she
she
had
doing?
came in there. I don't know. She had came in. She was like, "Oh, hi, how you doing? I used to have it." I said, "Oh, I remember when it was had it for a long time." She was like, "Yeah." I said, "Well, you know,
What
we
was
got
the
it now."
purpose of doing it? I'm sorry.
I
Right.
don't know.
I'm
Right.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I
That's
don't
what
know.
I'm trying to figure.
Maybe she wanted to see who I was.
Tourette's by the mouth.
Right.
Sometimes.
Right.
I mean, what was her purpose of doing that?
I don't know. And she came in, the papers on the window. I guess she said she stayed in the area and she was riding by and she was seeing the paper.
And she sat it off. Let me stop.
Okay.
No,
Look at conspiracy theorists.
that was
She was-
stylist. No, not on my wife. But anyway, we get to that. Yeah. So then, anyway, she came in there and then she was talking to me. She was like, "Oh, it's really nice. It wasn't like when I had." And I said, she was like, "Can you walk in the back?" And she was really checking it out. We wasn't. We was almost finished. And I was just like, it was kind of weird.
Creepy
I didn't
Carrie. Creepy
understand.
Carrie.
Oh, we
Yeah,
gotta-
yeah, kind of like that. And then she was like, "Well, you know, I know 2 other female stylists that applied for this spot, and they was approved, but I don't know, they didn't get it." But she was like, "I don't know why you got it and they applied." So she was like, "No, I'm not saying that in the no time," because I looked at her. She was
That's
like,
the only
"Well,
way.
I don't know, but I know 2 female stylists who got approved for it."
What
And
did she do? She's stalking the whole situation.
I don't know
Well-
why that lady said that.
Well-
I said, "Well, we got it. We here now."
You should have said it's called favor.
And guess what? When
Well,
push comes to
actually, it
shove,
was.
when
It's called
push comes to
favor.
shove, everybody gonna be coming to see you on the 24th.
28th.
That's what I said. The 28th.
Girl, get it right,
the 28th. That's what I said. I just want to make sure you know what I was saying.
Right, exactly. I got you.
We're coming right back. We're
I
gonna
got
wrap
you.
it up. I got a question to ask Sharonda, but we're gonna wrap it up. It's TV Radio Show right here on Power 108.9.
girl. Oh my gosh.
I'm like, that lady doesn't even necessarily said to me. That lady said 2 styles I know applied for and they were approved. She was like, it's the same owner from when she was there. So she ain't talking about a new owner of the plaza, rich white man on a couple of them in the city. And I was like, really? She said, they got approved. I don't know. But anyway, Jock was out of town for 2 weeks. That man said, when he get back, then you can submit everything. And I was like, well, it's 8 to 10 people that's been applying for this spot every week. I said, that many people for a salon. And I said, what they was applying
Probably
for it for?
the space is good. Everybody already know it's a salon because
Yeah.
you know when people know it's a salon
Salon there.
before, so it's already got a history of people coming by.
Right.
So the walk-in will be on its own. You know, people already know it's there. Yeah. So she like, what you
She
mean?
went around
Right.
the parking lot twice. I said, "Where's this lady around the parking lot?" I'm sorry.
You got 2 minutes. So put you at 8:53.
She said, "When I
8:53
walked
to 9
downstairs,
o'clock. You
she said,
wrap
this
it
is
up
totally
at 9
different.
o'clock.
Hey,
for her.
okay.
I'm like, no, but wait,
Okay.
I'm not even done. And then she said, well, I don't do hair anymore. She said, I don't. I can't. Oh, I'm not. No, you got it. No, I just remember. I think her name was.
Come on, shout it.
Girl, please.
Okay, we back on now.
Yeah,
My mic
okay.
live now.
1425.
Yes, ma'am. You can hear yourself.
So,
They
we
said
promote
we
our new
said
head
we
control
had
and
to
our
cut the
new
mic off because you talking
Okay,
juicy.
and our product that
Yes,
we have.
absolutely. That's what. Okay, so that's what we're gonna talk about first.
I should have had it.
All right, ready? Good intro. Ready? Yep.
The hair tamer.
Yes. They always got see. Michael know what he's doing.
Does everybody think?
Well,
See what I'm saying? See, Tamika, what I'm
it's
talking about.
messy in here. It's all the big old mopping mess up in here.
Keep being modest. It's cool.
Yes. They be here thinking I'm the other members. We back to T Marie Radio Show right here on
Right here.
8.9. Of course. See, everybody else don't get to hear, but if you're on power, you can hear it. Look. Listen. I cannot.
Yeah, like church.
Okay, right. Thank you guys. We appreciate you tuning in on all of our platforms. Mine is the radio show and Power 108.9. Thank you for tuning in. And sorry I cut y'all off. I'm so sorry. That was an accident. I really didn't know we had did it. We was really talking. I done shut the people down over there. I did. So I'm glad they were still here.
Okay.
On main platform. So Sharonda Official is in the building. And we know if you missed and didn't know why she's the official. If y'all don't know Young Jock from before, everybody knows Young Jock from that new hairstyle that
right.
him over top. And this is the lady who is responsible for creating the image for Jock and taking him to another level. So we got to give you
Yeah,
props
you
for
know, I
that.
heard after the hairstyle, Mona gave him a little bit more money.
Oh, I believe that.
I
He,
think so.
yeah,
I'm not
Mona
for sure,
was
but
like,
I,
I'm gonna give you a couple more zeros
Hey,
because that
zeros.
hairstyle is popping.
You gotta love that.
I mean, I had to get something out of it.
So let's talk about product, and then you have a show that's coming up with Brown Brothers.
Yeah, so we have an edge control. It's actually a hair tamer. You can use it on wet and dry ponytails, drips, braids, retwists. Is bomb. Everybody like it. We sell it at the Slime. We sell it online. It's gonna be our first Brown Brothers show. I'm really excited.
Nice.
Never did a hair show before.
Awesome.
So we're booth 1425.
Come on now.
Hey.
1425. Make sure you
down.
come check us out. We got the medium and the small. No, the large and the small jars.
What's the name of the
Echelon Edge Tamer.
Right.
It's like a hair tamer, edge control, but it's not just for your edges,
Uh-huh.
but it's hair tamer. We call it a hair tamer.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
Echelon Edge.
Just work on wigs. You know, I be trying to put my little baby hairs on my wig.
They work on wigs,
Okay.
edges, ponytails. You can use it wet. That's what people was like. You could use it wet. You mold a smooth ponytail.
Yeah. So all the way up though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now.
Yeah, it does really good. So we booth 1425, August 17th through the 9th. We got
Just
one
present
show for the
dates.
first time. So we're pushing that product.
That's
Okay.
great.
Pushing forward.
Congratulations.
Yes,
Thank you.
that's big stuff. Right
Yeah, I had to have that. So that was another thing he had got for me because I was like, I always wanted that.
Okay.
It wasn't so much the shampoo and conditioner, the
Yeah.
whole line. I don't know.
Right.
I was like, I want an edge. I want an edge control for the longest.
I wish you
They
would have
came
brought
in the
some.
salon.
Was that from Jack trying to straighten your own edges? Like, damn, I can't got nothing to work.
Yeah, but I wear short hair too,
Right.
so necessarily wasn't for me. I just wanted that product because I
Right.
was a stylist and I was getting a salon. And I'm
Right.
like, I want
need a
this.
product.
He came in the door
Yeah.
with it.
I love it.
So,
Girl, you
Come
doing
in
big
the door,
things.
I guess.
Okay.
Next time, come in the door with it.
Right, because we
Come
don't
on,
need
we
you. You knew you was coming up here. You knew.
I'm out. We're like literally out
I don't appreciate it.
till tomorrow.
I don't,
That's
So
a good
tomorrow.
thing. You're
A
out.
day-
That's
a day.
that
I
means it's
appreciate it.
good.
Right.
This is great.
I don't
Right.
have any more, like at all.
I always keep your own personal.
I do have that.
No, go
Well,
get
let's see
first
it.
and
No,
give me some.
not in my
What you
bag.
say? Girl,
We
because
got
I'm
Sharonda, we done with you. We done. You
I
ain't
wish
bring
I-
nothing.
Next time I'm gonna have the 4-ounce jar and give
Woo!
them away to
Okay,
you.
all right. Well, I'm gonna get in your business a little bit because you mentioned earlier that something about relationships and lack thereof or what's going on. So, you've been on Love and Hip Hop and you've been in Atlanta, period, the whole scene. So, how has dating been for you, and how has reality TV changed or affected dating, or is there a different perspective? Talk about that a little bit.
I think reality TV is damaging to relationships
Yeah.
if you let it be. I haven't had a public relationship on reality TV. This is the first one I've been on, so
Okay.
I can't really say.
Right.
Like, I have experienced that part. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
just on there being Sharonda Official that got the salon with Young Jock. The business partners,
Right.
relationship wise.
But you've seen how it goes with them on there. Do you think the way it shows up is that good for the way people or how we perceive relationships? I mean, you've seen how it goes, not just that one, but all kinds of reality shows. What
I
do you
just think it's
about that?
damaging for relationships.
Yeah,
I think
period.
if you're in a relationship, you marry, you with your baby father. I don't even think you need to do it. But I mean, if you get money, you're not about to turn it down.
What about how people see it though? Do you think that we look at these relationships on reality TV and think, dang, we should be like it or we shouldn't be like that? Or what
They
kind of
look at
perspective?
everything on social media
Right.
like that. Some boot up couple, what they be saying, and relationship goals is stupid. They sound stupid.
Oh no.
No,
They
real
be saying, no, they do.
okay.
Because you don't know what's going on with them. You're going off a look and an image that's not always 100.
Right.
You look stupid saying relationship goals.
Well,
Hey, so I must be real
I'm
stupid.
guilty.
Okay, me too.
But you're married
I'm
to
guilty.
me.
I say relationship goal to myself. I take it's a picture
Yeah.
of my
But you
husband,
married.
and I be like, no, I be talking about us though.
Right. Right.
And
And I mean,
Relationship goals, and it be a picture of me and my
right,
husband.
right, right.
you can say that.
I mean, what we just,
Talk about the other people, all these single people out here.
I'm super single as hell. And I'm
I'm
always
saying.
talking about relationship goals. When you don't have a goal or things you think it would take to get to a good relationship or a way you would like to have your relationship look though, wouldn't that be a goal for you? Like I would like for my relationship to
I
be
don't
like
want
this.
my relationship to look like it's going well, and it's not. And I'm not
I'm talking
saying
from that end.
I'm not gonna say
So
relationship.
how's your
goals. I'm just
relationship?
not
How's your
gonna do it.
relationship?
It's cool.
So if they offer, if they wanted
It's cool.
It's cool.
your significant other to get on TV, would you'll turn it down? You would.
We're not doing that.
Why?
No,
No. No.
would you not because you don't expose him to everybody? Or
Well,
you
he
just,
won't do it because he's not that type
He
of
ain't
dude.
doing
I don't. It's not like like that.
Right, I got you. I ain't ready to introduce
It
you
ain't
like that
really.
either.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not really like that. So I mean, me being on there or coming back
Right,
with another dude, that's not
gonna happen.
So
my
how does-
role.
how
That's
does
not
it
my
feel?
role.
Right.
That's not. I'm Salon Echelon. I'm Miss Salon Echelon.
And that's your
We're not.
part. Right,
Yeah, not to be coming on there with somebody I'm dating. Like
right.
that's. I mean, I'm just
Season
dating.
4.
Right. Her and her bro.
Make a stop.
Well, we appreciate you coming on. Give us the rundown of everything you got going on so we
Okay.
can support you and your social media.
What we got? Okay, so we got the Media Mixer at Salon Echelon, July 28th from 4 to 7 p.m. Make sure y'all come out and check us out.
Okay.
We have Bonner Brothers August 17th through the 19th, booth 1425. Booth 1425. I can't wait. I
Yes.
can't wait. And we're gonna be promoting our Echelon Hair Tamer Edge Control. And we are doing the next pop-up shop. We do pop-up shop at the salon like twice a year
Oh,
in the
nice.
summertime. Next pop-up shop. I'm trying to do it for August 28th, but just stay tuned. It'll be all over social media and everything like that. So that's what we have going on right now.
What's your social media?
My social media is Sharonda Official at Salon Echelon, ESHELON. If you spell it with a C, you won't be able to contact our page.
Yep.
And my boutique is at Riva Monte Boutique. Been online for 7 years. Let's just not leave that out.
Right.
I'm a hair and fashion stylist. Like, this is what I do.
Y'all give it up for Sharonda Official, everybody.
Yes.
Come back, relationship question another day. We want to talk about food and women eating before dates. It's your girl T Marie. Keep it locked. We'll be right back. the second half. Oh, that mic. There we go. There we go. I like to hear my ear.
This is your new favorite internet radio, Power 108.9.
Hey, Gigi.
You want to answer
Oh,
that,
no.
don't you?
Good. That's her, my bad.
I bet it's just killing you seeing the soft.
Well, I don't
words
know.
Let me see. Because
insulate.
Wild Creek, I got to taste that Wild Creek.
Someone
It
wants
is
to
really
tell
good.
you something
Yes.
or ask you
Look,
something.
did he block?
Whoa.
Oh, I told
Come
you.
on, answer it already. Just so we're clear, that wasn't my.
Yeah, okay,
Next
look at
time,
your face,
ignore
though.
your inner voice. Don't text and
Don't
drive.
tell me what I don't need.
Stay up on what's happening here at Power.
Stingy.
You got your show, guests, and new events
Oh,
to help us
there again.
community.
Sound like you're going buying ties,
And
nigga. Sound like you're buying
Power
ties.
108.9. You can also
Wow.
go to
Yeah.
power1089.com to get all of the updated news
Look at your
and
face, though.
happenings here at Power.
I didn't expect
Thanks
that.
for listening.
Yeah.
Ooh, it don't, but it be so cold.
Hey, Chef Rob. Hey, Chris. Hey, Sonella. Thank you guys. Hey, Captain. And Daniel. Who got to look at the station? Nobody got to look at the
What?
station. What the water? Baby, it's water. Look, nobody got to look at the station. It's water. We
Agua.
don't do that. Child, we do water. That's water. It's good for your system. Yes.
Look, man.
Water, right? No hands. Water is what it is. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, we back T-Ree Radio Show right here on Power 108.9. Thank you guys for tuning in, sharing, and staying with us through the second half. You know, we take the longest break sometimes. We leave, take pictures, be talking. I know y'all be like, y'all with that bullshit. We trying to watch a damn show, and y'all taking pictures. And thank you. We appreciate you staying tuned in. My special co-host today in the building, Tamika Scott, everybody. Hey, we having a good time. Thank you, Tamika. Again, I can never say thank you enough for coming and sitting with me. I really
My girl.
appreciate
I love your energy,
it.
girl.
Thank you so much. I
Yes.
loved you since the day. we
Hey,
sit up
can
here.
I ask a groupie question, please?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I guess that's not
It's
for me.
not gonna be groupie.
I guess that's not for
No,
This
me.
is a
groupie.
question. It's not.
I'm a groupie question.
So I guess that's not for me, huh?
No, it's not for you. Clearly not for you.
But dang.
That's okay. You gonna be one day trying to ask me groupie question. You white.
Wait
I
till
don't
her book
know
come
you.
out. Wait till this book come
Right.
out. What?
Don't tell him nothing.
Tamika,
Yes.
Escape. You. Everybody know you, and you're a member of the legendary
Thank
Escape.
you.
Mhm.
How did y'all the name? Where did the name come from, and the spelling of Escape? How
Well,
did that happen?
My sister came up with the name, and she wanted to be different because back then, like when we were talking about certain things,
Right.
it was a look back then. You know, you had to be sexy, or you had to be light skinned, or you had to have long, pretty hair.
Mhm.
But we were just the opposite of all of that. We wore baggy clothes. We were just some down to earth girls. So my sister said, "You know what? We're escaping the stereotype that you have to do
Nice.
this." Then she was like, "Escape." That's the name, Escape. But let's be different. I'm gonna change it. We're gonna put the X, so it X's out everything that you don't want to be a part of.
I
And that's
bet
how
you
we.
Nobody knew
Yeah,
that.
and so and she was like 17 thinking like that.
Y'all was wide
Just
open.
yeah,
That was dope.
beyond her years.
Look at the wisdom y'all just
Wise.
got just now.
Yeah,
Who
wow.
knew? That's dope.
Yeah, so that's how the name came. It wasn't a great question. That was a good question. No one has ever asked us that. Wow.
But
Okay.
being and you know you legendary. How does that feel? I mean, to be legendary.
I don't know if I'm legendary or not.
Okay,
I don't
you-
know.
okay, you may
Every
not-
time I have to go in the kitchen to wash dishes and clean up the Naya and our money,
don't quite feel so
I don't
legendary.
feel legendary.
Oh, not so
Get up
much.
and cook breakfast.
But you
right?
are
Yeah.
like you're a staple. You're the sound is a staple. You know everything. When they escape, everybody knows what it is. You know what I'm saying? It needs no explanation.
It's just a blessing that all of us can sing.
Yeah, that part.
Everybody
of the
can hold their own.
Right.
Like they can. Them chicks be singing. So
thing. You be singing it. But you know you can sing. All right, we're gonna get to the dirty part. Not even the dirty part, but the good part. You know what I do, relationship advocacy. So we've got to talk relationships in this piece. And to me, it's one of the best people to talk about it with because she's been through some things and she's married now and holding it down. And that's a lot of places that a lot of the women that I know want to be, and they want to get there and stay there and find a way to get there. So what I do, No More Boyfriends, of course, is more it's about intentional dating and dating on your terms. And I love the fact that everybody has taken No More Boyfriends and took it as their own. The page on my Facebook is crazy. Like I get so many people posting about and talking about their relationships and talking about the things they've gone through. And then when they hear my story, most people don't know if you knew from the beginning, you know the story behind them boyfriends. But a lot of people don't know it, and they talk about where they are right now and where they want to be, and why the stigmatism of having a boyfriend, hits them so hard. And then dating, period. So I get to talk about dating and some. Do this successfully because I think I found some things, some cures, and a lot of it really just starts with you.
Yeah,
a lot of it starts with you knowing who you are, and then you know what you want. A lot of people go into relationships not knowing what they want or willing to settle for whatever it is the person they're dating. So they want a real relationship, but if they start dating this person that they like, doesn't really want that, they're willing to do whatever it is that they want to do and take the short end and stick and hope for the best. And then they get in these relationships that don't last only because they went in not going for what they wanted. And so I love being able to talk about that. But I wanted to talk about this one statistic that's been coming out, that's been on the news. It was on the news for a good 2 weeks. And it talked about women dating. And now women, they say that 30% of the women are dating only to go out to eat.
That's a small percentage. That's a part of the package, baby. If we're gonna date, dinner is definitely on the list.
So what they're saying is that women are dating. They're not even dating people that they like, but they're willing to go on these dates just about that. So I gave a really good explanation because the whole thing is I don't want people to think that women are only dating to eat. We're not. If we're dating because we have we want to find somebody and have companion in mind. But also,
it's a part of it.
I will go eat with somebody that I don't like. I may be wrong.
How sexy would it be if he said, you know what, let me cook for you?
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I gotta wait to see when. There's a time that you can cook for me because I'm always thinking you're trying to get me to
but
your
at least
house.
you know he can cook,
right?
You don't have to go. If he say, look, let me cook for you.
Yeah. Now if
I
that's
cook
on
a
the
mean
third
lobster
date,
tail.
right? Now, if I don't like you, I ain't going. I'm like, oh no, you know what? On that day, I'm gonna be in LA. Well, Mike, I'm gonna be in LA
just
that
knowing
day.
that he can cook. That's
dope.
That's a plus.
But a lot of women, I will go. I will not lie. I will go eat with somebody I do not like. I really
you
will.
don't like? Ain't that much food in the world.
I will sit.
I would enjoy my entree, let alone
I will make you
dessert.
feel like you are amazing on that day, but I will not like you.
So that's almost like a stripper. Basically. Because a stripper would sit there and listen to your story.
Baby.
As long as you are paying.
As long as so I'm the food stripper.
So you're the food stripper.
As long as you are feeding me, I will listen to your story. I will.
You ain't gotta like
babe, you ain't. I don't, because I will sit there and make you look like the most. I don't even like you. I know you walked in the door 5'4'2". I know.
Wait, back up. Ain't there wrong with no 4'2"?
Tamika, hold on. What was that move though you just did?
What I do?
Was that the stripper move?
I did a stripper move. Okay, I do got a little stripper inside.
You know, it happens. It happens. But I really will. So this is what I compare. So when I said that, a lot of men were upset. They were like, "How could you go eat and know you don't like the person?" I said the same way you'll lay down with a chick that you know you're not gonna have a relationship with, and you will bust your nut up in her and
without a condom,
without a rubber,
without a condom, without rubber,
without a rubber cord,
exactly.
And you'll do it. Yeah. So do not sit up here and chastise me.
Don't judge my girl because she'll eat.
Because I tell people
and don't like you,
man, up front, straight up. Don't take me to 200 because I'm gonna eat your 200 and then I'm going home. You best take me to a drink and have a look. I'm trying to give it to you as a warning, though. Not even a warning, just a heads up.
You a beast
I'm
with it.
I'm telling you,
warn them when they steal me.
I say it on I tell people I will go eat with anybody. I swear.
I'm not inviting you out.
I like you though.
No.
I will. I promise you, I will. But it's the same way, and I'm telling you that a dude will go sleep with anybody.
Yes.
And I
guys,
don't. So don't.
Guys
they don't care.
They don't care.
I don't either.
Today on 20 Years and Counting with Latasha and Michael,
Yes.
they were discussing setting boundaries.
Okay.
So with this expectation of men that you go out with, are you setting the boundaries that it's just dinner, or are you leading them on having to
the journalist or whatever in me, but I like knowing what you came from, why you here, what's going on. It's probably something I come talk about too on my show when I get going on a date. So girl, that's what happened with this dude. But I literally am. I'm gonna go. I'm just telling you straight up. If you ask me, sir, I'm going. Okay. Whatever
Okay,
happens.
she's gonna have a whole bunch of guys calling her. Like, who cares? I don't want myself like.
Guess what? You don't got to.
Or they're gonna be like, you know what? She might even fall in love. I might even make her fall.
Okay.
You never know.
Be that confident. I'm going to eat with you. I promise you I'm going. So let's talk about how did you know you got a wonderful relationship. How did you guys meet? Was it over there?
Girl, we have that bodyguard Kevin Costner relationship.
Wow.
We met on the Tyler Perry show. He was doing security for Tyler.
Wow.
And I was one of the actors.
Okay.
Actors, I like to call myself. So we met and we became good friends. It was nothing like that. It was just a cool guy.
That's
and
awesome.
he would always check up on me. You good? You need something? I was like, the first time he walked up to me on the side of the stage, I was this big built guy walking up, and I'm like, where is he going? He was like, hey. I was like, oh, what's up? Like, oh, what are you doing? He was like, you like your song because I sung a song in the show, and I was like, okay, thank you. You can go now. You're standing next to me. Are you still here? So it was like that kind of thing,
Right.
And after that, we just became best friends until one day I just woke up and I was like, I think I love him.
I mean, just like that.
Just his personality, his heart, and everything. And we never talked about sex as friends. We never talked about, it was just, how you doing? You know, what's going on? Where do you see yourself in a couple of years? It was always encouraging. It was encouraging.
So was it those things though that made you fall for him? Like
girl. One time he took me to the movies.
That wasn't it.
No, that wasn't for my birthday. He took me out for my birthday. That wasn't it.
Okay.
Fast forward 3 months later.
Mhm.
He took me out to the movies and then we went back to his place or whatever. It was just sitting chilling. I was like, let me use the bathroom. So I walked in the bathroom. I came back out with my thongs. He was looking at me like, whoa, what is going on?
Right.
He looked like I looked at it, looked stage.
Oh my God.
He was like, well, what are you doing? So I was like, did I just mess up now? Did I just mess up a friendship?
Right.
I was like, I'm not gonna let this stop me. So I walked up to him and I was like, you see these stars? I had stars on the front of my thumb. And I just control.
Wow, Tamika.
After that, everything, the fireworks and the 4th of July happened, I was sitting there like, did I just mess up?
Right. Because this was y'all was good friendship.
Best friends.
For how long before this happened?
Good year.
So a year before it happened. Wow. Anybody in between those times though?
Girl, yeah. I had just got over a divorce.
It wasn't quite the celibacy we were talking about.
Yeah,
Right.
I was, going through a divorce at this time, and we had been separated. And I didn't have, and I would tell him I'm going on a date.
Right.
And he just be careful, call me when you get in or whatever. Yeah. And he was just like just there. And I was like, he wasn't it. He's like, keep trying, just go on another. I went on another date, but when I was on a date, I was thinking about him.
Yeah.
I would go to the bathroom and call him. I'm like, this might be it. I know he's gonna take me back to the hotel. But he was like, take your time. And then my period came. I mean, my menstruation came.
Right, there you go.
So that was God saving me that night from that person. I was like, what just happened? Take me home.
Right. I'm gone.
But I fell in love with my friend.
But wasn't that the basis of the relationship that you loved the most? The fact that y'all had an amazing friendship first.
Amazing friendship. But the downfall of that is I know all his secrets and he know all mine.
Does that affect you though?
In the beginning, it did.
Did it?
Oh yeah, it was hard at the beginning. Yeah, because I was like, okay, he did tell me about this girl. We get to arguing like, where's he going? Is he going?
Oh wow!
Always those reservations in the back of your mind.
So y'all open up for friends. Yeah, yeah.
Everything. Talked about everything.
So how'd you get over that finally? If you ever did, I'm sure you
trust.
Did. Okay.
Trust. So it's like we had to trust each other, and I was like, he ain't lied to me. He haven't lied yet.
Right.
So, let me just see what he's about.
People have a lot of trust issues. How did you get to that? I mean, because a lot of people really want to be open.
I'm going to be real with you.
Right.
Be real, son.
we do everything together.
Okay.
We work together.
Mm-hmm.
We are together 24 hours. And when we're not, like if he's at the gym, I'm somewhere else, we're FaceTiming. So we haven't really had that long period of time that we've been away from each other. We do everything together.
So if you did, you still come back to saying you still feel like you could be trusted.
Yeah, I trust him.
Right.
I trust him.
I'm telling you, it's important.
Until he show me that I can't.
Right.
And then that's when,
Well, sound like we got break music. When we come back more, we're talking relationships. And we're going to talk a little celibacy. Sound like I thought she had been celibate, but quite not so much. So we're going to talk about this guy who said he did celibacy and why. And I wonder, because you guys do it, is it best for a relationship? It's Team Marie Radio. Keep it locked. We'll be right back.
Tonight I'm gonna do me. It's the weekend
I know his mama listening like,
Okay.
so you putting thongs on my son. Got a little church girl put
Right,
thongs
right.
on.
Sorry. My bad.
Any little stress that I had is gone. Tonight I'm going out with a couple of friends, and we gon' get it in till the party ends. Tonight, it's the night. Can't no drama come away. I'm
One girl was like,
celebrate.
don't stop her.
Tonight, it's the night. Tonight I'm letting go. It's my life, I'm in control.
I need some gas. I might need some gas. Man. I need to check now.
People may hate on me, but I don't
But
care.
this way, I got pregnant
People may talk about
at
me,
17. I
but
was in
I
church.
don't care. Tonight's the night.
So we wanted
Nothing
either
else
one of us
matters.
just
Tonight is the night. Tomorrow's later. No, we in my soul. Tonight I'm not trying
Love
to
each
be
other.
home alone. Just freshen up, popped out the tub. All night at the club, feeling real good, still my outfit on. Any little stress that I had is gone. Yeah, friend, and we gon' get into the party. Tonight, it's the night. Can't no drama come away. Tonight I'm gonna celebrate. The night. Tonight I'm letting go. It's my life, I'm in control. I can feel the magic in the air tonight. Oh, it's just something about this moment that feels so right. Oh, I can feel the magic in the air tonight. Oh, it's just something about this moment that feels so right. Ain't no drama come away. Tonight I'm gonna celebrate. Tonight I'm ready. Oh, my life for me. Can't no drama come away. Tonight I'm gonna celebrate. Tonight I'm letting go. It's my life, I'm in control. Tonight.
This song, alright. This song, alright.
We hear it every break. Must be better than all right. Must be jamming around this. We back to
We're not back.
I thought we was.
Okay.
Oh, we
no,
we
not back.
Okay.
No, I'm stuck. I'm tripping over here.
That's
your sister, ain't
That's
it?
my sister.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little bit of.
Yeah, she wrote this for the Best Man soundtrack.
Ah. Okay, now we're back. Are we back for real?
We back.
Power 8.9, the Stevie Reed Radio Show in the building. Right here with the beautiful Tamika Scott sitting on my side, co-hosting around this piece. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for sharing and tuning in. You guys have been amazing. Glad to be back. Glad to have you all back. And we're here for a little bit longer. Okay, so we were talking about earlier, Tamika had, her and her boo a whole year, but no celibacy for Tamika. She was just, I was doing my thing. I was still kicking it, yeah. But right.
But I've gone a certain amount of time where I was saying that okay, I'm just gonna wait,
Right.
and I'm gonna wait and see what God brings me,
Right.
because I wasn't happy with the guys I were dating.
Right.
And I know my best friend was right there.
Wow. And so that's what this guy was
So-
talking about. He works out. He's a trainer, and he said he'd been doing so he was just having sex when he wanted to, with who he wanted to,
Mhm.
and it's got to the point where it wasn't fulfilling. He was it was nothing. It was time for him to take a break, and he decided he was going to be celibate until he found the right one. And I wonder
Mhm.
how that works for people who've been so sexually active? Do you think now
You can shut it down.
Now you don't have to. That you, can shut it down.
You
And
can shut
how
it down.
important is it to shut it down? Do you get to a point that probably in life most of us dating need to shut it down for a minute?
I think so. Until you find yourself, you have to first learn who you are. Once you learn of that person,
Right.
and just to figure out things that needs to be fixed.
Right.
Why aren't you happy? Why can't you keep somebody?
Right.
Is it you? And if it's you, what do I need to change in my life to make me more acceptable or what word am I trying to use? Compatible for that next person.
Right.
So sometimes you get tired. Enough's enough. You have to stop and just take a breather and just say, let me reevaluate my life. And I understand where he is. It's not about the sex. You get it. It's the same. You feel it, but there's no feeling behind it. There's
Right.
nothing there. There's no love behind it. It's nothing there. So he's looking for something more.
Right.
So I understand.
And that's what makes making love really, as you get grown, so good. I mean, we
Mhm.
love sex, and you should be able, whoever you know, your significant other, and it's just so much better when you can roll over and be with that person the
Girl.
way you want to be with that person, uninhibited, doing what you want to do, and not worrying about what's anybody gonna say or do afterwards. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So that's the best. When you've had that, it's hard, especially for a woman. I guess not for men too, to be
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna go and just be with this person because I'm sharing so much. People have made sex so casual that they don't really understand how intimate it really is.
But on the real, sex is a gift given from God
Absolutely.
for married people.
Yeah,
That's what I think.
it is.
That's when it gets better. That sinful, that sinless sex. The whole time we were doing it, I was like, please God, don't come back in the middle. I gotta repeat after every time you do. Please God, forgive me.
Exactly.
And then also to T Marie, the longer you stay in a relationship, there are things in a relationship that are, when it comes to sex is no longer that high
Right,
up on the
right.
list of things that interest me.
Right.
Like I mentioned, Tasha and I, we've been together over 25 years now. So as we've gotten older,
Yes.
thank you. Hell, she's 50. I'm knocking on 50's door.
Mhm.
Like when you talk about sex, that's not like high on the top.
Right.
It is for me.
They like dating though. You
Right,
know,
I'm just
right.
playing. I'm just playing.
you know, quality time and vacationing. Those
Right.
are the things
Yes.
that excite us more.
right.
Now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because there's a different value that comes with it. You know, once people get beyond the sex and they
Mhm.
understand what really a relationship
Yeah.
really can give you
Mhm.
outside of the sex does become secondary, kind of sort of. You still want to have
You
it.
still want it,
Yeah.
but what do you
Right.
have outside of that?
Outside of that.
Outside of
How
that,
else
right.
can you excite me outside of the bedroom?
Right.
Is it conversation? Is it spiritual? Is
Right.
it physical? Is
Right.
it let's go work out together?
Right.
Like what else do you have to offer than sex? Because you do get used to
Yes.
it.
Just
I'm
imagine
so-
Tamika cooking breakfast after doing the show. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That is
Right.
that's sexy right there, right?
And think about it. I mean, honestly, when you've done that, there is nothing for me. I'm very attracted to intelligence. I'm a whatever they call it, sapiosexual, whatever. You're smart. Your intelligence turns
So he can
me
be
on.
ugly as long as he's smart.
Literally, there's some people that people would think physically they weren't, but because of the way they are and the way they talk, I'm turned on by that.
Ooh.
We probably get turned on with that. Can we talk about the
Let's talk.
infamous stupid dick pic that people be sending? Thank you, God,
Girl.
for bringing it. For everybody, I hate a random stupid ass dick pic. Excuse me, it's after 9 o'clock. I hate when people send that. What is
So you
it?
had a lot of
Yes,
people
it's-
send you pictures?
and I was dating a person, and I told them I'm not that person. That's not what turns me on. And they still send it. And I want to know from men, why do y'all think we checking for dick pics? Yeah, people still sending. People tell me all the time. Why? What is that about?
They must feel real confident.
But that's, to me, when you send it, that's all you got to offer.
That's it.
If that's all you,
Unless you ask for it now.
and
When you ask for it, thank you.
right. But you just be like, I was thinking about you. Really, because now I'm completely turned off.
So
Completely turned off.
Yeah. Well.
Me, a lot of women who say in dating now the men still do that. And I'm trying to figure out why.
Wow.
Like, why are you sending somebody a picture of your dick? Like, for real.
Crazy. That's crazy. But you know what? I got a story. I was dating this guy out of town,
Mhm.
and we were doing we were younger,
Right.
so we wrote like mail, like
Right.
no
Oh,
mail.
real
It was
mail.
mail.
With
We
a
was-
stamp.
Mail's a stamp. That's how I'm old, y'all. So he sent me a picture
Uh-huh.
of himself, and Fast forward 10 years later, I met this guy and he was like, "You used to date my cousin." He said, "You know, the picture that he sent, it was of me."
Shut your mouth.
What? It wasn't even him. So half of these pictures may not even be them. More of the story is.
Right. See it for yourself. See it for yourself. Y'all ain't catfishing with their dick. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I can't do it. It's awful. Yeah, I just don't understand that whole part of the game. Online dating is a real big thing right now. And I online date.
Okay.
I've actually had 2 great relationships from online
Great,
dating. Yeah.
great.
But they ended. But they were really good.
Okay.
They were good relationships. And so people are afraid. I have a friend that's super afraid because he's like, what if he's crazy? And what if he's this? And what if he's that? And what if he doesn't look like we talk about the catfish? Tell me what you feel about online dating.
I'm not against it because your soulmate could be somewhere in Japan.
Yeah.
You don't know where your
Wow.
soulmate is.
I gotta go to Japan and get that food?
No, I'm just saying you never know. Who's to say because we're in the same city? We supposed
Right.
to, my house from New York.
Right.
I'm from College Park.
Right. True.
Baby. So, you never know. I'm for it.
I'm definitely for it. And then I have some ways that people can stop from getting catfished. And my thing is you always meet the person in the first 48 hours. It's just like the show. First 48 hours will rule out a whole lot of stuff.
The young people are doing now.
Yeah.
They'll say, okay, take a picture with a yellow umbrella and send it to me.
Wow.
That's what the younger people doing. They like, I want to see a Fiji water and smile in the mirror.
Right.
Like that's what they're
No.
getting smarter now.
No, I need to see you. Like, because when we
I'm just saying that's what they're doing.
Because let me tell you about conversation. You can create a bond with conversation.
Don't
So
say if
just
they're
like-
out of town.
Yeah, so just like catfishing and all that stuff, how people get caught up because they have all these conversations and this intimacy, and you can grow that from conversation.
Mhm.
So before I have all these conversations, let me see you. Like literally let me see you, because I'm not gonna grow all this and then you thinking you gonna get me because you done talked all this good
No,
talk.
you-
And then when
it's
I
a
meet
must.
you 3 weeks later, you look like Kermit.
Okay.
And
But you in love with his personality.
No, I mean,
Does it matter?
You say he's intellectual.
What happened
No.
to the intellectuality?
because I still want to be able
No,
to
you
look
don't.
at you.
Yeah.
And so I need to see you. And then
Yeah.
there's another energy connection when you see a person in person.
Mm.
So, you may be having this conversation and talking on the phone. But there's something about being face to face that even a phone conversation, if you haven't matched energies, cannot bring together. So I always tell people, if you're going to date online, first 48, please go meet them.
You got a question, Miss T. Marie.
Mhm.
Now, well, not now, as your popularity grows.
Oh God, like really?
Nah, straight up.
No,
real talk,
seriously,
real
no,
talk.
for real.
The book, the show,
For
the
real.
radio show, the TV show, does that change the selection process, or how does that change
That's the question.
you as it pertains to dating?
Oh, let me tell you. I mean, to be honest, and I ain't even all that yet, but that already happens, like right now already. And so when people go on my social media or they see stuff that I'm doing or they hear about things I'm doing, it really like to let people know that off the rip. I kind of want to at first, but I want them to like me. Me.
But how can they?
I
That's like
know.
with Tamika.
I know.
Tamika, she's an escape.
Right.
And a dude, a random dude dating her, but she trying to play like I'm not really in this group. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
How did it change for you, Tika?
How would change?
Dating. Well, I don't even think you really had time, did you?
But you met your husband
On the road,
working. And so I
Right.
kind of
So I was seeing him every day.
Yeah, I kind of feel like for me, I know it's gonna take a different type of person
Yeah.
to date me. It's not gonna be. I've come to the realization it's not gonna be a regular everyday person. So even as much as I don't want them to know me, I kind of need them to go see what I'm doing.
And he had to be strong enough to understand your strong
God.
personality.
My personality and
Yes.
to understand
Your strong personality.
and
Take
the
a
fact that
special person.
It is. It does, because I'm out a lot, I talk a lot,
Yeah.
and I'm with it.
It's very expressive.
It's very. And so I can come off a little intimidating for some men.
to weak men.
Yeah, some men. And so I kind of almost have to give them, but I can't give them that boiled down version because they got to know who I
They
am.
need to know who you
So
are.
even Michael already, it really already is a problem dating for me. Like seriously, it already is.
Some of your friends be saying, hook me up. Hook me
Oh
up.
my God. They're on me.
Yeah, I don't do the hookup thing.
You don't do okay.
Nah,
all right.
I don't.
So
Because if it goes south, then they're gonna
They're
blame
gonna blame
me.
you.
Oh God.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So it's hard.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
It gets hard because you don't know why they want to date you. I mean, even at this level, or what they looking for, or what expect. No, it's hard for them to be genuine because this is who I am for real, all
Right.
day, every day. Like
Right.
there's nothing fake or phone. This is it.
Mhm.
You getting the real me.
I just don't want to get the call. Do you know that I spent $300 at dinner?
Oh shit.
You better tell their ass before they go. You better tell them before they go there. Don't go with T. You don't know if she like it or not, but she will eat with
She
your
will eat
ass.
with you.
She will eat with your ass. I promise you.
It
And
does.
you will never know I don't like you till after we done went home and whatever.
Oh, you gonna know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, on a date, you're gonna have an amazing conversation. We're gonna enjoy. I'm gonna ask you all about you. We're gonna have a great conversation. Just because I'm a conversationalist, I like talking to people. I don't mean I like you. If-
Okay, wait. We've been having these conversations.
I love you.
Okay. You got me scared. These other conversations. We don't had a few conversations. Do you like me?
It's different. I love you.
Okay, I just gotta put that out there.
I know, but I really do. So it really it's gotten difficult already for me. So
I'm telling you, he's gonna come, he can sweep you off your feet. You'll be like, you saying my way.
Okay. Yes, I am. We come back to World Team Read Radio Show right here on Power 8.9. Sure am. So know that already.
It's gonna happen so fast. Next time I see it, like, girl, I didn't know it just happened. I didn't know.
Real talk.
I'm telling you,
That is so
it's gonna
true.
happen.
I know because it's just literally right now. It's just like okay. Either way, yeah, we good. We good.
The stuff I listen to, let it go. Frozen. You can't hold it back anymore.
Right.
The stuff that's what I'm like, I cannot. All this Disney is there. I got babies.
I know it's crazy.
So you don't have nobody that you
Okay, so yeah, but not for real. I'm no, they want to have social media, so that's cool.
Okay, good.
So I think the other one on social media. But yeah, so two right now,
Okay.
and they're different. That's like they are so different. Like one is a tech person. Yeah, he is one of a tech person. Yeah, but the other one, he works with computers, but he's not tech. He's like a salesperson.
Okay.
Yeah, so he does that part of it.
Drink this up,
Right.
no plan.
So they're different even in their personalities, but they're both real accommodating. So they're different. One's 6'5", the other one's 5'9".
So you like tall guy.
The other one's 5'9".
Still tall. I'm 4. I mean, I'm 5.
Oh,
I'm 5'2". So 5'9" is taller than me.
I didn't mean it like that. but that's a difference.
You out.
I didn't mean it. I'm just talking about the difference in the personality.
Okay, in the heights,
So
whatever.
I don't have.
Which one, if you had to choose?
Oh my God.
Bro, if you had to choose today,
Oh, today.
like if you had to choose, which one keeps your attention? Who do you think about the most?
Oh my God. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I talk to them both all the time. They gonna check on me both of them every time. Like right now, when I get off the phone, when I get off the show, they gonna have
Who calls you first? The other.
Probably 5'9".
Okay.
But 6'5" is like right behind them, only because I mean, they're not.
They both, which one have kids?
Both. They gotta have kids. I can't date you unless you have
They,
kids.
they want us to hear you hear them talking.
Yeah. Are you serious?
Georgianne, they told me don't turn their mics off, Georgianne. They good.
Yes, baby. Yes.
So I have to date somebody that
Have kids.
because they know my schedule and they know how to deal with people that have kids.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
Look, we be off the radio. Be
yeah.
Georgianne just commented, "Hey, we can hear y'all." I said, "No, they said don't turn the mics off. They good."
Hey,
They good.
PG, that's
Yeah.
my mother-in-law. Georgianne is my mother-in-law.
There you go. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah. For real. I'm telling you, boy.
It's a kid in me.
Snow glows white.
We're back. I wish y'all could really hear what's going on. Sing it. Sing it. Sing it. I want my people. Sing it. That is hilarious.
It looks like I'm the queen.
And she dead ass for real. We back.
I am for real.
We are back. The T Marie Radio Show right here on Power 108.9. Thank you guys for tuning in, staying tuned in, and for sharing. You guys have been so dope, and I thank you so much. Tamika, you've been amazing. Thank you so
Thank you for
much.
having me.
The comeback has been like I never left the chair. We'll be back. I'm sorry. Michael told me if you ain't gonna be consistent, get the hell out of my studio. I was like, okay, I guess be back then.
I feel a little bad.
It is. This one is pretty much up.
I feel a little bad.
That's okay. I ain't even mad. It's fine.
We needed a new picture anyway.
It's okay. It's okay. See how they remove you? It's okay. When you ain't been here, they don't give a fuck. You understand me? They don't care. It's okay, girl. Our little picture gone.
You took our picture out.
Yeah, he took it out. He took T Marie off the show. He took the show out of here. He said I had been gone too long, so he left.
Oh, so he never had our picture up.
No.
Okay, well,
Right. We ain't on that.
I can't get mad. I went up.
We ain't on that.
This if you took me
wall.
down when I was up. That's when we got a
Right.
problem.
So, honey, you got all the new. It's okay. It's cool. Yeah, we all right. Yeah. Now, man, I hadn't even. You shouldn't even show me that. I didn't even see the back of the shit. I didn't even see that I was gone. I didn't know. I don't be looking at that shit. But now you done showed me. Now I know. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. You good. But thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate. I know she like, yeah,
He took it down.
he took us down, baby. You can't even see us. People like, oh, who them? That's okay. But thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. So I'm like Michael, but I'm ready to have a real relationship.
I'm ready for you.
I'm ready to.
I cannot wait to hear those stories.
Yes, I'm ready to. And you know how I'm ready. Like not just saying I'm ready because I'm just saying it out loud, but I've mentally prepared myself. Because the one thing about being ready for a relationship is being okay with everything about you. The one mistake I know I made in my last relationship is I was not financially where I wanted to be, right? And it was always a struggle. And I kept looking for people who could feel that piece.
Mhm.
And I would stay with people because they had something they could do stuff for me that I couldn't do for myself. And that's the one thing I've always that I teach about. Have yourself full first, because
Right.
that way you won't stay in places that
Right.
you wouldn't tolerate if you didn't have that thing.
Right.
So I'm in a great space now. Like God has
That's
just
so good.
blessed me so
I'm so happy.
tremendously that the last piece is that relationship. So I'm going to be very intentional, like I've always taught and I said, and I'm going to lay back and let it come because I want it to be dope and I want you to sing at the wedding that
Mhm.
we're going to have forever.
Do you have a dream board?
I don't.
vision board?
And it's funny that I don't, because all the things I have things written down, but I don't have a vision
Get you a
board.
vision board.
I want to put that up.
Get you a vision
I
board.
am.
Exactly everything
Yeah.
that you want.
Because he's I'm a person that has a lot of love to share
Mm.
and I like to give it.
That's
I don't
good.
have no problem cooking for him. I don't have a problem doing anything. I love taking care of my family and my man. Like I love that. But in return, I have to be able to get that in return.
Love reciprocates.
Yes.
It does.
And it's so easy to do it when somebody is giving you that. It's not even a chore.
You're right.
It's like, let me cook this shit with this food, honey. Let me he get on my damn, he get on my damn nerves. So I'm cooking up shit. This is get on my nerves. But I'm cooking it right on up for him. But I can't wait for that. So I can't wait. I'm excited about
I'm
that.
excited for you. I'm telling you.
But so many things that are going on. I'm just excited. Look at this. We can pull you up, honey. You know, pull up on that mic. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
Hey.
I'm excited. I feel like everyone should be able to experience the love that I'm experiencing.
That is
right now.
awesome.
It is so great.
I
It's
like
so
looking
great.
at y'all face.
It's so great.
Have you looked at somebody's face and know that's them, that it's genuine.
Mhm.
There's no faking, no pushing, no
Right.
none
And
of that.
I wanted to. I know. Oh gosh, my mind. I guess
Sharonda.
Sharonda. I'll say it right. I won't say it wrong.
Okay.
Sharonda was saying that she's against relationships on TV. I know that if me and my husband on TV would last.
Mm.
And it's like I wouldn't mind the world seeing what real love is when a man
Right.
gives himself and is not selfish, and
Right.
when you're not selfish, when you're trying to outdo each other to get to that, to open. He
Right.
open my door. I'm reaching over to
Hey,
his
me
door
too.
open. Like,
Exactly.
I think the world should see that there is real love.
And
Don't
that's-
give up
And
on real
that's
love.
what we need to show more of what real love looks like. Because
Right.
so many times what people see on TV is the caddies and the ridiculousness,
right.
and they get up and they get
Right.
discouraged, and they're like, "Well, if that's what it looks like, then I don't
Right.
want it." But to see something genuine is what we
Genuine,
need to
how you
show.
work through
Right,
situations, how
right.
you forgive situations, how you move past things, how you work together, how you build together, how you love on each other. Like I think that is so It's a blessing.
And it's
that we
not
do that.
enough of that. We don't show that, and we don't
Right.
show how to. People, it's the young people, but even now, we don't know how to get through things. People do not know how
That's
to
true.
get
They
through
like to run
things.
away so
They
quick.
do.
They
And
quit.
They don't
give
like
up.
confrontation.
They don't like it.
No, they
But you have to
don't.
know how to look it in the face and
Yeah.
how to deal, how to go from that, how to just take that fire, put that fire
Yeah.
out, and just sit there and talk about it.
The
Let's
reason
talk.
why most people don't know how to get through things is because they have to face themselves. It's when you have to face yourself, you have to get things. You have to face the part that you played in it. Most people don't want to face
Right.
themselves. They
We don't want to look in the mirror. See
don't.
that green-eyed monster in the
don't.
mirror.
We
We want to
don't.
always do this.
Oh yeah, so if we have to have that, we don't do it because we gotta look at ourselves and
Yeah.
look at the part that we play. So that's why most people just leave.
Yep.
That's why they just leave instead of having to face themselves.
That's
So when you get adult enough to face yourself,
Adult, mature
yeah,
enough.
then you'll laugh.
And they
through
don't
all
have nothing to
type
do
of
with
stuff.
age,
No,
baby.
no,
Maturity is not has nothing to do with age.
No. Thank
It's acting.
you so much. Okay, so guys, hey, no more boyfriends. We got a real date. Michael be we are in editing phase. Thank you, Jesus. September the 7th, if you got an early release, if you ordered it September the 7th, and then September the 22nd, I think, if you order when we have the launch.
Okay.
I'm going to be featuring quite a few things. I know I forgot. I know it's a women's something or the other that's Atlanta's having that I'm going to be in September, and then Roll Out and I are putting together an event for August.
That's good.
So, and that's going to be where it's called Ladies Night with No More Boyfriends.
Okay.
So it's going to be so dope. I'm excited about all of these things.
You should
I don't know what to do. And then something else, I don't think I can talk about it yet, but that's coming soon.
Okay.
So coming to a theater or whatever near you. I can't wait to do it. So Tamika,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you. Let everybody know how they can follow you.
Follow me on Instagram at The Real Tamika Scott, Facebook Tamika Scott, Twitter Official T Scott.
Yes.
And follow my daughter Young Naya,
Yes.
Official Young Naya, the one of the hottest rappers in Atlanta, baby.
You were saying y'all have an EP coming out at the same time,
Yes,
right?
we do have EP coming out at the same time.
I
We're
can't
still
wait.
working.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be so dope. Follow me, T Marie #4 letter U. That's on all my social media. Also follow the show. It's T Marie Radio Show on Instagram, Facebook, and No More Boyfriends also on Facebook and Instagram. The book, and we got some big things coming up. So thank you. Stay excited. Stay in love. Stay working. Stay intentional. We appreciate you coming in. We don't have no inspirational vitamin today because Q is gone. All I can say is stay you, be true to you, and you will always get the best results. It's your girl T Marie right here on It's T Marie Radio Show. We love you from the pits of our
Yes.
We'll see you next Wednesday.
Yes. February. Okay. Are you serious?
Wow. Hi, Joy.
February the 14th, 2011.
She don't even remember. She's like, what?
Oh, that's when I was fine.
Woo!
Look at her. Where you been all my life, girl? I ate her. She's so excited me. I ate her up.
Oh, it's behind me?
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
What's up, world? This is and you are now tuning in to Real Talk with Michael.
Thank y'all. Keep scrolling. Thank y'all so much for tuning. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. Y'all so dope and so loyal. And thank you, Tamika. Thank you.
Thank you.
What's happening? You know what, y'all? That was
She
the
just came
wrong
like a champ. Thank
intro.
you so much.
Where's my staff? Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have a staff. It's just me. So I guess I had to blame myself.
Him in a while. You know, he penned a lot of our #1 hits. He did Understanding and a few others. I haven't spoken to him in a while.
Okay. That was from my man James New Love. She hadn't talked to him in a while, New Love. Thanks for checking in.
Hey, Joyce. Hi, Sean. Hi, Danny. Hey, everybody. Thank y'all so much. So listen. Hey, y'all.
Wow. Wow.
I'm going to do something I want to talk about tonight.
Thank you.
on the conversation. I want to talk about. I want you guys to tune in.
Wow, that sounds the same.
Then we're gonna have a conversation.
I was like, wait a minute, you sure
Um,
that was
so
2011?
much going on, you guys. You guys are so dope. But
Golly.
tonight, I guess about
All the way.
30ish. If you're still up, we're gonna do the conversation tonight.
Oh.
So I think my last
Wow.
one. Yes, tune in tonight. Tune in tonight. Tune in tonight. We're gonna do something after the fact. But after I'm gonna do the conversation at 11:30. Yes.
Brazelton.
Yeah.
No, South Carolina.
Love you.
Yeah, I'm like an hour's change away. Yeah, I'm far.
Okay. Let me see.
What you mean? Oh,
Okay,
I try.
Yeah.
She makes it easy.
No.
Makes it easy for me.
Isn't it like a resort?
Huh?
That way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, Chateau line. Yeah.
Right, 10 o'clock, you gotta go.
All right.
Yeah,
See
you
y'all
trying to say
later.
some shit out of
I'm
it?
about to go get me a drink. Let me stop. We about to go on a date. We got a babysitter for our baby. I told him
Yeah, you better go on.
we got to rush home. We might go over to the Royal House. What is that? What house?
All
is
right,
that?
so let me get a picture. Yes, ma'am.
That house, whatever you call it.
Across the
Yeah, that's where we went last time. We
Yard
went
House.
Yard House, and then the show was on.
You know what's the
This is my terrible.
you like Tex-Mex?
You got pictures. You got good size.
You like Tex-Mex? Tex-Mexican?
Yay. Okay, thank you.
I don't know what that is.
It's Mexican and Texas fusion. It's,
Oh, I have to try it.
El Phillies.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It has Phillies.
El Phillies.
She said,
They
got
have
Phillies?
Phillies.
No, they don't have Phillies. No.
Tex-Mex, not Phillies.
Tex-Mex, yeah.
What you
Can you
want?
put that power sign for me real quick? I can't see what the end button is.
Are we still live?
You're not on.